So let's say you're happy with a multi-phase flowing material balance exercise. You see that your estimated average pressures, they're consistent, and you would like to use this in a recovery factor analysis type of workflow. To do that, you need to go to the recovery factor analysis, and then you see there's a few steps here that needs to be done. The first step you've already done, that's to run the multi-phase flow material balance. Then we need to forecast our pressures, and we see that the pressure at the end of history is around maybe 850 or so, if that's a good number. Maybe that was a little low. Let's make it 1150 then maybe. And then let's say for the sake of argument my abandonment pressure is 700 in this case. And then in this exercise I need to provide also some forecasted OGRs versus bottom hole pressure, and also some WGRs, so water gas ratios versus pressure. And to do that, I simply click this add point button right here. I like to do that sometimes in a semi-log plot, and you can do that by toggling this guy right here, and then different people would probably do it differently, but so that's of course up to interpretation. But for this example, you need to make sure that at least you're trying to capturing the trend. Okay, so let's say I'm happy with this, and then people can do their own interpretation if they like to. But now you see this checklist here is correct, right? And if I calculate now, I'll then be able to get my recovery factor of each phase. One thing that you'll see here is that this won't actually provide me with any recovery factors, and the reason for that is that I have a negative intercept in my flow material balance. The reason for that is just that I've been a little bit sloppy when I've been doing this analysis. So I can just do it like this. I get a positive intercept, and then go back to my recovery factor analysis. And then if I rerun it again, then we should see some recovery factor analysis numbers showing here. So recovery of oil, gas, and water. One important thing to emphasize here is that these recovery factor numbers is the recovery factors in what we're actually draining and what we're contacting. So if there's some unstimulated rock, etc., on your pad, of course the weighted recovery factors will be lower. But these numbers right here you can 100% reproduce in some of the numerical models that you can run yourself, and you can also use this to bound your decline curves and EORs in a workflow that involves forecasting.